Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom. Today I'm going to show you how to create my new Dainty twist bracelet. I am so loving this bracelet. I just think it's cool and cute. Kind of on the same line as my Dizzy Dash bracelets, but as you can see it's definitely different. I just think these look like dashes still. But anyway, so this is a reversible design. I will show you the other side. This is what it looks like if you alternate like with the rainbow going down. So I think that looks cute as well. This is definitely the signature side though. So yeah, to make my new bracelet you will need approximately 110 bands depending on your wrist size. So let's go ahead and get started. To make this bracelet you will want to have your loom, one C-clip, and your hook. I'm going to use my metal tip hook from rainbowloom.com. For the setup of your loom, you are only going to need 3 pins. I like to use the front 3. It makes it the easiest for this bracelet. Make sure the arrows are facing you. You can get rid of this last pin or just push it out of the way like I did. As long as you have this triangle set up, then that's all you need for this bracelet. And for my color choices, for the white that I used on this bracelet, for the white here, I am going to use fuchsia. And then for the rest of the colors, I'm just going to alternate between some pinks and greens. So that's what I will be doing. Let's go ahead and get started. The first band that I'm going to start with is my light pink. I'm just going to go from this middle pin forward without any twisting. I'm going to turn my loom a little so the angle is a little bit better. Okay, and now I'm going to put one from this pin to this left pin here. And I'm going to use another color, which is this darker pink. And just in case you're having trouble choosing your colors, what I did is, actually let me show you this one. So here I have like the pink and green going all the way down. Actually, this one alternates, but there's 2 different colors on each one. That's what I'm going to be doing here. So this will always have light pink. This will always have the dark pink. And then this side will always have the dark green. This side will always have the light green. So if you wanted to switch, then you just would alternate like that. So anyway, okay, so we did go ahead and lay those 2 bands. And now what we're going to do on this middle pin here, we have to add a cap band. But it has to be triple capped. So I like to just wrap it around 3 times on the pin. If you want to use your hook, you certainly can. I do have a hard time doing it this way. I think my nails has a lot to do with it. I'm going to do that again. So just put it on there once. You're going to twist it on there 2 times. And 3 times. And then you're just going to like slide it down like so. And then you can just pop it on like this. And I'm surprised I was able to get it. Wow. So you can do it like that. Or on a different pin I'll show you. I do it like this. I just place it on the pin with my fingers in it. And I cross it like that. And then I kind of swoop it back around onto the pin. Cross it, swoop it back onto the pin, and then let go. So that's what I do. But whatever's easiest for you, just make sure it's a triple cap band. So, alright, so we do have this triple cap band here. Now we need to go into this pin here. And we're going to loop these 2 bands back to themselves. So go inside this pin here. Push that cap band out of the way. Grab the very top band. And bring it back to itself, which would be to the left. Now go back inside the cap band, grabbing the only band left, and bring it forward. So it makes like bunny ears. Go ahead and push that down. Now we can go ahead and add on our second layer. Now I'm going to go to green, so I'm going to have dark green going forward. And I'll have my lighter green coming to the left. Like that. Now we have to add that triple cap band on again. So remember, whatever you're using for your cap band is going to be the color that is in here for the white. So just remember that. I'm going to be using the same color the whole time. So now I'm going to put my triple cap band on. So there's once. I'm going to wrap it around. That's 2 times. And that's 3 times. I'm going to let go. Oh, I lost one. I just have to wrap it around again because the top popped off. Okay. So now I'm going to go inside this top cap band again. So push that top out. Like that. Go in and grab that very top band, which is my green, my neon green. And now we're going to move the other green forward. So go in that cap band again, grabbing the next top band and bringing that forward. Like that. So now you should have two different color layers on here. Or if you're using the same color, you should have just two different layers. But as you can see, here's my one cap band and here's my other. And then here's the two sets of bands. So what we're going to do is bring this bottom set of bands up and over this pin. So from the outside, you're just going to grab these two bottom bands and bring it up and over like that. I'm going to go to the left side and do the same thing. So you're going to grab these two bottom bands and just bring it up and over and release. Coming back to the front here, we need to bring this cap band over to the middle as well. So from the outside, you need to grab that cap band, which there should be 3 bands inside that cap band. You can grab it all at once, one at a time, whatever is easier. Just make sure that you're not grabbing any of this top one. It has to be the one underneath. So grab all of those and bring it up and over like that. Push those down and we can go ahead and add on another layer. Hopefully this angle is good for you guys. So I'm going to go back to my pink now. My light pink is going to go straight. And then my dark pink is going to go to the left. Like so. Now I'm going to push that down because we have to add on our cap band again. So putting it on once, twice, 3 times. So we're going to go ahead and loop these bands. So I'm pushing that top cap band out of the way. Grabbing that very top band. Pulling it back to the left. Going back inside, grabbing the next top band and bringing it forward. Now we're going to loop the bottoms up and over again. So remember there's 2 bands. In my case they're green. I'm going to grab them and bring them up and over. I'm going to do the same to this left side. So grabbing those 2 bottom bands, just bring it up and over. Now we're going to do the cap band, grabbing all 3 of these bands, bringing that up and over. And this, when doing the cap band, it probably does feel a little bit tight, but that's fine. You want it to feel tight because that's what makes like the other side pop out with those dash looking things. So back to green. So I'm going to lay my dark green forward and then my lighter green to the left. And now for our cap band again. So I'm going to put it on and wrap it around once and twice. So that would be 3, I think. Let me check on that. Yep, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and loop that again. So I'm going to go inside the top pin, grabbing the very top band, going to the left, grabbing the top band and going forward. And now we can go ahead and bring these bottom 2 up and over. And now we can bring these 2 on the left side up and over. And now the bottom cap band, which are 3 bands, up and to the middle. So we literally do that for the entire bracelet. I think it's super duper easy. So I will do it like a few times so you guys I can make sure that you guys got the gist of it. But I definitely don't see anyone having a problem with this because it's just the same thing over and over again. And there's not many steps to it. The hardest thing would just, I guess, be if you have like a couple different colors. That really would be the only hardest thing, is just remembering what colors to put where. Now I'm grabbing my bottom 2 again and bringing them up and over on each side. And now I'm bringing this cap band up and over. So like I just mentioned, I'm just going to kind of sit here quietly and just, you know, do this a couple more times. And I just realized I used pink again, and I shouldn't have. I should have used green. So if you are following along with me and you just laid that pink again and you want to fix it, it's so easy because we didn't like hook the bottom yet. So I'm just going to pop this cap band off and take that off and then take this band off because I should be laying green and I laid pink. So oops, I made a mistake. Alright, so what should I be using? Green, so my green forward. And then my lighter green to the left, and my cap band. It's funny that I messed up right there because I was just saying how the colors are probably the hardest thing. And here I mess up. Okay, so now I'm going to loop my bottoms up and over. And it doesn't matter which side you loop, like up and over first. You can start on the cap band or the sides. I would just stay consistent with whatever you do so you don't forget to loop anything. You can see mine is starting to push out over here. And if you look at what's growing, you don't really see like those dashes coming out. Do not be alarmed by that. As it starts to grow and we pull on it, they will pop out. And then I'll show you at the end what to do to make sure they're really popping out. Couldn't quite get in that cap band. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this one more time because I just feel like it's pretty easy to do. So actually after this time I'm going to do it one more time because I wanted to explain it just one last time. So for here, as you can see, I'm going in my top cap band, grabbing that top band, pulling that left, going in the cap band, grabbing the top band, going forward. Now I'm going to loop the bottom two bands up and over on both sides. And now the cap band goes into the middle. And for the very last time, I'm going to grab my dark green, going from the middle pin forward. From the middle pin out to the left, I'm going to do my lighter green. And now the cap band goes on the middle pin 3 times. So 1. When you put it on there like that, that's considered once. And then I wrap it around, it's twice. And that's 3. So you got to go in that cap band, pushing it out of the way, grabbing onto that top band, pulling it out to the left, going in the top, or going in the cap band, grabbing that top band, going forward, so you have your bunny ears, going underneath this pin here, grabbing the 2 bottom bands, bringing it up and over, doing the same on the left side, grabbing the 2 bottom bands, bringing it up and over, And lastly, we're going to grab that cap band, which are 3 bands, and bring it up and over. And that is all you do for the entire bracelet. So you can see mine's growing. I'm just going to give it a little pull. And as you can see, my little things are popping out. If they're not, don't be too alarmed. Because I know, like for my black isn't very tight. That's why I'm doing a triple cap band, because if it's not tight enough, these won't pop out like they should. So I know my black was not stretchy enough, so I had to use a different color. But once you start pulling on it, they should pop out like that, as long as you triple cap band it. And then at the end, we kind of push the back forward, which makes them pop out more. But anyway, enough babbling, guys. So yeah, if you have a rainbow loom, you can let it just pull out of the bottom. If you don't have a rainbow loom, once it starts growing, just pull it forward or out the back, and you know, you'll be fine. So everyone can make this bracelet, but I'm going to go off camera, guys, and finish up the length of my bracelet. Then we'll come back up here at the end, and we will close it up together. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, so I did go ahead and finish up the length of my bracelet. So now we can go ahead and get it closed up together. Just make sure that you are, you don't have like any top layers. You should only have one layer, so just one set of cap band here, which is 3 bands, and then your 2 bands on the back here and the 2 bands on the back here. So it should just look like that. And then all we need to do is grab the color of whatever you use, like whatever this color is. So I used fuchsia. Just grab one single band, and we're just going to lay it on all 3 pins here. It's super easy. So just lay it on like that. And now we're just going to bring the bottoms on all 3 pins up and over. So I'm going to start on the back right here. And just grab these 2 bands and carefully bring it up and over. I'm going to do the same on this front pin here, grabbing all 3 of those bands. It is a little bit of tension, so if you want to grab 1, 2, you know, or 3 at a time is fine. So going to this left side, grabbing the 2 bottom bands, bringing that up and over. So now they should all be, you know, up and over, and there should only be 1 band now left on all of your pins. Oops, sorry, I bumped my camera. So now we're just going to want to basically layer these on top of each other. So I'm going to just, it doesn't even matter which side you do first. You just want to bring these 2 down to the front. I'm going to start on the right side. Be very careful not to lose this band. Bring that forward, push it down a little, and now we can bring this left band forward as well, and just add that on top, like so. And now all we need to do is add our C-clip onto this front pin, which there are 3 bands on here. So you can take it off and do it, you know, off of the loom. I'm just going to try to do it with it on it, if it allows me to. And make sure you get around all 3 of those bands, and then I'm just going to carefully pop it off the pin and remove your hook. As always, give that a little tug just to make sure it's nice and secure. And then I like to just stretch it out, which I think you should always do with your bracelets. I feel like it helps the bands fall into place. But there's that side. I think that looks really cute. And then here's this side, but let me hook it to the other side. So on this side we have these like ugly little things hanging out at the end. There are 4 of them, so just grab all 4 and hook them as well. And of course it's going to cause me problems. There we go. So that's all you need to do there. And there you have my Dainty twist bracelet. So if you want to make sure, like if your dashes are not popping out enough for you, you can just go on the back side and just like push up. You can even flip it over like this and just like push it in. And it does help them pop out. And just go all the way around your bracelet, pushing out like that. And it will help them pop out. But I love this bracelet. I just think it's so cute. The rainbow colors is definitely my all-time favorite. But there it is. So I really hope you guys like this bracelet as much as I do. Please give this video a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below if you have not done so already. And I cannot wait to see you guys at my next tutorial. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check me out on my Instagram at Loves to Loom. See you next time, guys. Thanks. Bye.